So far, we have implemented reactive forms to our application, that is our profile component, and we have also seen how to apply validations to our reactive form. So in this video, let's see the next component which we want to apply in this application. So far, we have seen all events page where we are going to display all the events data over here. Now we have seen login as well as profile where we can edit the profile and save the changes. Now it's time to implement create event page. So this create event page so far we have not dealt with. So we'll make sure that we'll implement this create event page, and whenever we are creating an event and saving it, it should come and display over here. We have all these events already displayed, right? So whatever the event I have created now, it should come and display over here inside all events page. Let's see how we can implement this. I'll switch to Visual Studio Code. So inside events folder, we have create-event.component.ts, which we had already created, and we had a template, and we had also created a method for cancel. Okay. Now what we are going to do is let's implement the web page side of implementation, that is the HTML content, that is a form which has to be displayed on our create event page, which we can fill and save the changes. Okay. So instead of this template, let's change this to template URL. Okay. I'll get rid of this and I'll provide single quote. And here I'm going to specify the path of HTML. Okay. Create hyphen event dot component dot HTML. Okay. And this, whatever the file which we are specifying over here, this we have to create the file inside events folder. Okay. Let's do that. So let's right click here, new file, create hyphen event dot component.html. Okay, so it is showing that it already exists. Let's see if it's already exists. See here, it's already there. I'll just delete this and I'll show you freshly how we can do this. Okay, inside our events folder, let's create a new file, create hyphen event dot component.html. Okay. So inside this HTML, we have to provide all the input fields, that is a form where we can submit the form and create an event. So instead of writing all the HTML content over here and showing to you, instead of that, what I am going to do is I'll make this task very easy. I'll just copy the data which I have over here. Sorry, it's over here. I'll just copy this data. I'll paste it and I'll explain you what I have written. Okay. And you can find all this inside the video description. If you want, you can observe that and you can copy and paste in your application whenever you are implementing, because it's a huge content. I just don't want to waste my time and waste your time explaining all this HTML content, but I will just tell you what I have done over here. So here we have implemented, that is we have created the data required for our form where we can fill in the data for our fields. Okay. So here you can see a template reference variable where we are providing ng form, and we have ng submit event over here, which will call save event. This save event will implement next. Okay. And all these features which you are seeing over here, all this whatever you are seeing, we have already seen in our previous video. We had discussed for the profile component. Whenever we were implementing profile component, each one of this form, div, label, em, input, all these elements along with all this HTML content, we have seen how it works. Okay. And the same validations I have applied over here as well, that is name invalid and name touched. Okay. This condition, this is the validation which we have seen for our reactive forms. Similar validations we are applying over here, and we have this ng model. Okay. Where we are getting this model data from name, that is name, and required, this is also validations which we have provided over here. Similarly, for all the data which we have inside our model, if you observe inside shared event.model.ts, we have all these properties, right? That is id, name, date, time, price, location, online URL. All these properties, the same properties I am using over here and I am providing required validations over here. Okay, and I am creating a form over here. Okay, you can see over here. To get this, you can find it inside the video description, where you can copy and paste and you can use it. Okay, I'm not going to write this freshly from the beginning. Okay, now let's see next. So we have the form ready. Okay, and inside our ts file we have the template url where it references to this file. Okay, that is create hyphen event dot component dot html. Okay, now what next is required? If you observe over here inside our create hyphen event dot component dot html, you can see that the date which we are referencing, the name, the time, whatever we are referencing, everything over here, it comes from new event dot name. So this new event I have to specify inside our create event hyphen component dot html, that is component dot ts. So this new event I'll specify over here. Okay, new event. Okay, I'll save these changes, and similarly I'll save this html as well. Now what else we have to implement? If you observe over here on ng submit, what we are doing, we are calling this method, that is save event method. Okay, so this save event method implementation we have to provide inside create hyphen event dot component dot ts. So let's do that. Okay, here let's provide save event which takes form values as a parameter. Okay, form values as parameter, and I want to log this onto the console to see the object which has been created. Okay, you may be wondering why I'm making use of this new event over here. This is because I want to store this in the form of an object. Whatever the data which we provide inside the form and click on submit, it should take in that is new event form dot value. That values has to be submitted. That values has to be submitted, and it has to be stored in the form of an object array where you can find all this data which we have provided inside the form. Okay, I will show you in the form of output how it looks. Okay, I'll save all these changes. Now what else is remaining? If you observe that inside our app.module.ts, since we have made use of this form over here inside create event component.html, we have to make use of forms module. We have to register forms module inside our app.module.ts. So inside app.module.ts, let's register forms module. Okay, after this forms module, and I also want to use reactive forms module as well. This we'll be seeing in the further videos, but I am just importing as we are already located in this file. Let's import both forms module as well as reactive forms module. Okay, let's save the changes. So whatever we have done so far is inside create hyphen event dot component dot ts, we are providing template url which references the html content, that is this location create hyphen event dot component dot html. We are creating this file inside events folder, and inside events folder we are creating this file, and then in that file we are going to specify what are the required fields for the form which we have to fill in order to create an event. And we have two buttons over here, if you observe, that is save button, that is submit here, save button, the other one is cancel button. Okay, these two we are specifying over here. Okay, and this save event which we are triggering on submit, on ng submit, we are triggering this a save event, that is method which we are providing implementation inside create hyphen event dot component dot ts. Okay, and we are logging to the console what are the form values which we are receiving as the input which we are providing by the user. Okay, so let's save all these changes and let's look at the output. Okay, I'll just clear this and I'll run the application by making use of npm space start. Since we have provided all the validations over here, similar validations has to be applied. Okay, but one thing, if you remember, we have forgot it. What is it? We have provided validation over here, but for this validation we have not applied styling, if you remember, right? So before running this project, let's apply styling as well. Inside create hyphen event dot component dot ts, I want to apply styling as well. So instead of writing this, I'll just copy it from the profile dot component dot ts which we had implemented previously. Okay, we have these styles, right? Same styles I want to apply here as well. Okay, here. Okay, save the changes. That's it. Now I'll run the application by making use of npm space start. Building the modules got compiled successfully, hosted on localhost colon 4200. Let's open this. Now you can see on click of this create event, you can see a form is getting displayed with event name, date, time, price, location, online URL, and save and cancel button. Okay. Now if I'm not filling this field, for example, event name, and if I go to the next field, you can see that the required validation message is getting displayed over here, and the color of this box is getting changed, right? This is the validations and styling which we had applied in our previous videos for reactive forms. Same, I'm just copying this styling to our create event component as well. Okay, similarly, I'm not filling anything. We'll be getting all this validation message. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'll just fill out this data with some values. Okay, with some values, I'll just fill out. These are required fields, so I'll just fill with some value. Okay, and one more is online URL. I'll just specify some URL dot google.com, for example. Now I'll just open developer tools. Okay, so I'll open the console. I'll click on the console. Now I'll click on this save button. Here you can see the object is getting created over here with name, date, time, price, address, all the details which we had provided so far in this form is getting logged onto the console over here. So whatever the object which we had created for this is getting stored successfully. In this way, we can see that whatever the data provided in the form and click on the save button, it is working fine. But if you observe very keenly, you can see that the address field, what is the structure of the address field? If you observe the model over here, if you open event.model.ts, what is the structure of the address field? Address field is not at the root place, right? This is a child of this location. Location is the root, and inside this location we should get address, city, country. But what is the object which is getting created over here? Address is inside the main root object only. It's not inside the location, right? So this flaw we will correct in our next video. So we'll make sure that this child, whatever we are creating over here, that is address, city, and country, should locate inside this location, should fall inside this location. Location should be root of it, and it should not be the main object, right? So that we will see how to implement in our next video. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos, and click on the bell icon so that you'll start receiving notifications whenever I am uploading a new video. Thank you.